pitch coming your way next. Welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Seattle Mariners. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby, and you got to love a Game 7, especially with a trip to the World Series on the line, Chris.
Yeah, and the heat's turned up all the way tonight, Boog. The pressure's never higher than in a Game 7, and the pennant's on the line in this one. So it's a matter now of which team can handle it better, which team can put the nerves aside and play clean baseball one play at a time.
Yeah, it's got to be hard to stay in the moment knowing the World Series is just one win away. The stakes are sky high. I've had players tell me the highest level of pressure in the playoffs is in the ALCS, not the World Series. First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the hill, number 43. What's the scouting report on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Here's a big power threat. Dante Hendricks.
Number 52.
And a 1-2. Dives and he can't hang on. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Now it's the second baseman. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hendricks gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Two now. And a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He scores and they have the lead. 1-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's the center fielder. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One run across in the frame so far here in Game 7.
Ball 2.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. And now a man into scoring position.
Looked like that four-seamer just kept rising on him, and he couldn't get the mitt up in time to catch it. Kind of makes me wonder if that was a cross-up or maybe just way more run than he was expecting. Either way, he should have had it.
The pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark. And you help to quiet that down a little bit.
Into the outfield, base hit. Around third. Fires it to the plate. He'll score easily, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Here's the third baseman. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. And the pitch.
No, that's low.
And he swings through that one.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
2 runs across in the inning. You're in Game 7 of the ALCS. 3-2 now.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate. Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Over to first, and he's saved.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And now here is number 20. Pitch out, but no action. Kicks and fires. Off the mark there. Now 3-1. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And that'll do it. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mariners nothing. Back here with my pal Siggy, and going to the mound in this one for the Yankees, number 47.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Stepping in, Bo Bates.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Missed with a changeup. 3-1. 1 out, bases empty. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. So now 3-2. Swings through it for the K. The high heat, too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Willie Young digs in now. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. So they go quietly there. We'll head to inning number 2 at T-Mobile Park. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mariners nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Ben Johnson. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
The pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And there's a ball. The strategy around starting pitchers in the postseason, it's really changed in recent years. Managers are pulling starters earlier, making a strong bullpen essential for a championship team. Time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Greg Grant stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's outside. And the count is 3-1.
Yeah, I think with starting pitchers, they're not going as deep in the postseason because managers aren't willing to let them get knocked around and put a game out of reach. Most skippers have a quicker hook this time of the year.
Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
3-2.
And that one is lifted in the air. Drifts towards it. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting out. The first baseman. Zach.
2 outs, base is empty. Zach Morton stepping in now for the Yankees. 2 outs, base is empty.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
The 1-2. And another ball. Offense held in check there. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mariners nothing. Back in Seattle, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's some real power at the plate. Number 32. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a pitch. Hard hit to third. Whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting fifth. No left field. Number 21.
Now the left fielder. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Just missed.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Travis Lee will hit next. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite. Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Hard hit left side. Sends it across to first. Play made. That ends the inning. Mariners leave one. They trail things here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Dante Hendricks. Out towards right center field. Green sizing this one up and makes the grab. And there's one down.
Now number 24.
Here's the second baseman. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The wind of the pitch. That one not close. 2-2. The pitch.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. This to third. Young. Zips it across. That was a strong at-bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
Number 35.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder. Singing in game 7, you're talking about the heart of the order, the big-time players. This is one of the guys that they need to come through with a big performance.
Yeah, and when you come into this situation, there's some pressure there. His teammates are looking to him to lead this one, and I think he's going to do it.
Next one in the dirt. Swings and misses, struck him out. Yanks held in check, but they hold the 2-0 lead. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the switch hitting catcher, Carlo Guzman. On a strike, the pitch. And a foul ball. And the pitch. And another ball.
2-2 now.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The wind and the pitch. Line drive, leaps and he's got it.
Clearly stole a base hit right there. Excellent job. Great athleticism by the shortstop to make that leaping catch to bring it down. It was a line drive headed for the outfield.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Green. 1-1 now. To third. And it's through for a hit. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Kenji Lopez. And the righty deals.
Ball 2.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Throw over to first,
No,
and he's back safely. Bounced up the middle. Dive, and he's got it. Flips it from the ground. That's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
The batter number 14. Second baseman, Bob Bates.
So up next, Bo Bates. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's in for a strike. Safe and second with a stolen base. Chris's wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
Well, needed a big strikeout to get out of danger. Turned to the deception of that changeup. Great execution. Really sold it with the arm speed. Had his opponent way out on that front foot.
Back at T-Mobile Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, number 40. And a pitch. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. That one fouled off. The 2-2 on the way. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he turns and heads for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Time for two.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 2. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. And he walked him.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Here's the left fielder. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Man at first, one away. There goes the runner. On the ground to the left. And it finds its way through for a hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
One down. Ben Johnson stepping in now for the Yankees. A 1-1. That clips the corner. Johnson started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Greg Grant stepping in now for the Yankees. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that is that. Yanks strand a pair. They're up 2-0. The decisive seventh game of this American League Championship Series. And now the big-time power threat, Willie Young. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball.
2 strikes.
And here it comes. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. That misses, and it's 3-2.
Now on this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Gets under it and pops it up. Under this one. And there's one down.
The batter, number 32.
In now is the Mariners DH. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time and that produces solid contact consistently.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. So a man aboard now with one away.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Runner on at first with one gone. Now the left fielder. Swung on, belted. That one back. And gone! He sends it out of here. His second homer this series, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-2.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Alex Alfonso. Swing and a miss, and that's strike
1
two.
ball, 2 strikes.
And the right-hander deals. 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Travis Lee. And that's outside. And the 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 come in on this Seattle homer. 2-2 game. Back in Seattle, we go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Zach Morton.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And it's even up.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Fair ball.
The batter, the right
That was a
fielder.
thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the right fielder, Dante Hendricks. The 1-1. Runner on the move. Hammered on the line, base hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
Back-to-back base hits. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Standing in is the power-hitting second baseman. Here comes a pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And fouled off. Morton at second. Hendricks at first with no outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Comes a 2-2. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Hit on the ground might be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. Over to first, safe.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Here's the center fielder. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Trying to keep this a 2-2 game, and we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground to third, and that one finds its way through. Runner from third in to score. 3-2, they take the lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. He smashed that ball the other way and kept it fair down the third baseline. Did an excellent job of just throwing the barrel at the ball, even though he was a little late on it.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the shortstop. The pitch. going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two on, 2 outs. Down the line, and it's foul.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Swing and a miss. Came out, inning over, and it could have been worse.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the Mariners catcher, Carlos Guzman. The wind of the pitch. Takes the corner. Now 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
And now the center fielder, Green. The line to kick the pitch. And that drops in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Swing and a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I could see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And that one upstairs. Two on the way. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. For a second. Save. Now it's the power speed combo. Both mates.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Runner at second, 2 down. And it's strike 2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
On the ground. And foul ball. Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, number 35.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game. Digging in is the switch-hitting outfielder.
Number 20.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And a quick out, number 1. And up next for New York, Ben Johnson. One down, base is empty. Way outside, ball 2. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Swings and misses. It's over top of the curveball.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Now a chance for Greg Grant. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Guzman makes the play, and that is that. Nothing across here this half. Part of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. Yankees 3 and the Mariners 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6, and now for Seattle, Willie Young. Falling behind 2-1. Just missed.
Well, set to throw pitch number 100. He needs a quick inning here if he's going to be able to make it through 6 complete.
Next offering in there for a strike. 3-2 now.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now the DH. And a pitch. Foul ball there.
Boog, this offense is fighting for their lives right now. They're not ready for this season to be over, so they need to dig deep and find a way to get something going. Anything will help.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the left fielder.
Number 21.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together for him. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Alex Alfonso up next for the Mariners. The 1-1 is fouled off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 1-2. Up the middle. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Travis Lee up next for the Mariners. 2 outs. And a count 1-2. Got him swinging for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. On to the 7th in Game 7. Yankees 3 and the Mariners 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, number 34.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Zach Moore getting ready to hit the 1-1. That catches the corner. That one misses, and that's ball 2.
It's a good take.
Right after him there, Siggy. No messing around.
3 pitches right there. 3 really good fastballs in that at bat. But what stood out is all of them in a different part of the zone. He started them away. You look out over the plate as a hitter, and then he busts you in. You're not quick enough to be able to pull the trigger and turn on it. And then he finished up in the zone. Good velocity. Caught the top part of that strike zone. That's a great example of how you mix your locations. Just as important as mixing speeds.
And a foul ball. Just misses with that one. Activity in the bullpen. Simon appears to be getting ready for manager Scott's service. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of Game 7.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And now, number 24. And a foul ball. And he deals. And another ball.
2 strikes.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Now, number 35. Wouldn't chase that time. Two outs. That's in there. And out 2-2.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding them away.
That misses. 3-2 now. Number 40 on deck for the Yankees. Righty delivers. Base hit, left center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. Pickoff move to first. Back in there standing. One run across in the frame so far here in the top half of inning number 7. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That ends the frame. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time. The Yankees 4 and the Mariners 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 41.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Carlo Guzman.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Kicks and fires. Hit hard on the ground to short. Jumps, throws, and they get the out.
The batter, number 28.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Green. Next offering upstairs.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
One down, base is empty. That one fouled off, 2-2. The pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The pitch. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down the pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
2 down, nobody on. This ball's chopped to the ground. Zips it to first. And the Mariners set down 1-2-3. Nobody left for Seattle. They trail it here 4-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Simon. And the batter will be the shortstop.
The shortstop, number 22.
And now the lefty. He swings and fouls one off. The lefty fires. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, number 20.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder. And a pitch. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for one run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
Man at second. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Movement in the bullpen. Number 33 getting ready to go. Runner goes again. Bounced out to short. Lopez. To first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Well, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
Ben Johnson, the next to hit. Back to work, 3-2 now. On the ground right side. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Greg Grant stepping in now for the Yankees. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count 1-2. And a pitch. And swinging.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Bounced up the middle. Third out, and that ends the frame. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 5-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Simon. Now the number 2 hitter, Bo Bates. The M's in striking distance, but has some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here. Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hendricks sizes this one up, and out number 1 on the grab.
Up next is Seattle. The third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Willie Young.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Young into second, and he's got a double.
Well, that was a circus-type play right there. First, it started with a bad angle, and then needing to jump to try to get up and make the catch. Just a bad look all the way around.
Man at second with one away, and now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners. The 1-1 is fouled off. And here it comes. And that just misses.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now back, number 21.
Now the left fielder.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Young at second with 2 down. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Throw in the dirt, and he can't come up with it.
Now back.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Alex Alfonso now at the plate. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Just a weak fly ball this time. Fair ball. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher. But you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
So 2 out. And up next for Seattle, Travis Lee. Chris, RBI spot in Game 7. This is the type of stuff you dream about.
Yeah, and if he can come through right here, they will never forget his name. Big opportunity. Let's see what he can do.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 5-3. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Dante Hendricks.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. And it's off the batter's eye. A gigantic blast. And they add a run. It's 6-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Power versus power right there. Like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter. Getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Now it's the second baseman. The wind and the pitch. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The 2-1. Hit hard. That gets through.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And the batter now, number 35. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. In the air, out towards left center. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. In there safely.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
New pitcher on now, number 33.
Number 33.
Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Yankees up by 3 here at the top of the 9th. That's outside, and it's 2-2. In the air, left side, under it. drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Number 45.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Here's the catcher, Carlo Guzman. Right-handed reliever. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Not a great curveball there at all, but clearly he wasn't looking for it because it just dropped right into the happy zone, and it looked like, to me, the swing was a little bit late. Tells me he gave up on it early and then just tried to have that emergency hack at the last second to put it in play.
Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, Kenji Lopez. Ninth inning elimination game. Chris, it's a tall task. They're going to need a crooked number to tie this game up.
Yeah, and they just have to remember that they have had many innings over the course of the year where they've scored more runs needed than they need in this one. So just relax, get your pitch, and make something happen.
That one ripped. This one's got a chance. It's gone. That's worth the price of admission. His second home run of the series. It's 6-5. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And here is Bo Bates. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So they're down to their final out. Willie Young up next for the Mariners.
An interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
They're down to their final strike.
2-2, Tim.
One strike away. And now it's filled up.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't prove one either.
Trying to close out a one-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. That's towards center. And it drops in. And the tying run is on base here at the bottom of the 9th.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
2 outs, runner on first. Next is the designated hitter at the belt and fires. And that one fouled off. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. And another ball. And it's celebration time. They are champions of the American League.
Congratulations to the American League champions. These players have worked hard all season long, and their hard work has paid off. Now, off to the World Series. This team can't wait to get it started.
For my partner, Chris Singleton, and our entire outstanding crew, thank you for watching the American League Championship Series on MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 6 runs on 14 hits.